Hey, so help me. I'm just doing this recording for you because I feel it'll be easier if I go through it and speak my thoughts as they're happening, more than like typing notes and shit like that. So let's start with the museum. I'm noticing in both of these that it's really just like this one you got knocked out because you got crazy outpainted, and it seems like this is kind of what happened here as well. Like Splash Sword, Pen, good painters. So it could have just been like we just have to kill their painters and keep them dead kind of situation more than anything. Nice, good kill. Looks like we need to do that. So that wave wasn't particularly like what I wanted to, or what I would have thrown, because we know that we just killed their guy bottom left, and since you're in a private battle, you should have the comms to the point where you know that there's two of them fighting right, and it's Pen up on their plat here. So we didn't need to throw that wave. I don't think that we were actually out of ink, were we? Where did we throw our? We throw it here. I don't actually think we were out of ink. Oh, never mind, we were. It's just a good ink tank refill. Okay, never mind. Heal. Okay. You're a splatling. You're going to be spending a lot of time above the ink, but that doesn't mean you can't take the time to chill and heal. One of the things that my coach is very big on is like, Jesus Christ, man, just fucking hold ZL for a little bit and heal, because healing in this game is crazy fast. So you were just tagged 68. You might as well just take the time to hide behind this block on your left and heal really quickly. Bit of a delayed reaction on the sword, but it is what it is. They're gonna push us here. So at this point, you should be calling for help from teammates. Nice, good kill. So when you see something like that pushing you, even though you're in the bubble, it's like, hey, I could use help left with the sword or whatever, right? Because you have two skirmishing weapons, a really fucking good 80 damage support, and you're a slow charging weapon. So we got to be more cognizant of the Pen. Like this, we're just standing in an open sightline, when we should be moving backwards for cooler and then standing behind the block, letting our decav like bomb out the Pen so we can take top mid. It's a good thing their Pen just sucks, because at like anything above like 1800 power there, you just get double tapped by the Pen and killed. Yeah, that. Also, we shouldn't be ledge poking with heavy when we have a wiper to do that for us. Your job as heavy isn't to be up front fighting, especially when you've got wiper for skirmishing and dapples for killing, and mint should be fighting as well. You don't want to be ledge poking when you've got your wiper that can do that. And here you get punished for it. Good job. Your teammate gets a trade on you. It doesn't look like you're like thinking about where to throw a wave. You're just kind of throwing it because you already maintained all of that space. You could have moved forwards here with your wiper, and you could have thrown it up onto their plat. The issue with being marked, especially as a Luna Blaster, is that's kind of a displacement tool. The quick echolocation lets you know, okay, maybe there's one that might drop from their right plat here. We could have pushed up and we could have thrown it to the right of that yellow balloon right above your wiper there. Yeah, we just gotta be way more cognizant of this pen. Like, that's 2 times we've died when we should be fighting behind this other cover over here. So realistically, their pen is where's the pen? There it is. Their pen's here, and instead of just sitting here and trying to hide behind like this block here, we should be moving up to here and using this block here, this white block that is currently on your left, as cover right underneath the word lead on the left over here. We should be using that as cover more than just this tiny little thing that the pen can still headshot you over, right? Because that's the thing. When you're standing here, oh shit. When you're standing right here, their pen can headshot you over this thing. Like, that's not a difficult shot for the pen to hit. He's got a tiny little reticle. Like, your head is bigger than his reticle is. So he can just double tap you even while you're above this wall charging. So if you hide back here, he's either got to come this way and take some pressure off of your teammates in order to fight you, or he's going to move this way, and that'll be good for your fucking wiper to... Where's the Splatoon of that? That'll be really, really good for your wiper to come and ledge poke this motherfucker to death. We didn't need to fight here. We were alone on plat. There was no reason to fight that. I understand that it's like, oh, we're going to lose lead. I'm worried that we're going to lose lead. But you fighting 3 people, especially pushing the crab and the pen, and then the zipcaster right behind you as well, you don't need to fight. You were 1 down. Your teammates were... Your teammates are still up on your plat. You shouldn't be the first one off your plat. You should always, like, remain on your plat till you have established presence in mid, and then move forwards and drop into it. Move forwards into the bubble, move forwards into the bubble. Nice. Oh my, good thing that they whiffed. Nice. Oh, good, we just whiffed, that's fine. It happens. And you just hit him once. Nice, good go. Yes. Recover, heal, hold ZL and heal. Their Luna Blaster just died, there's no one mid. Please heal, 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 heal. You're hit 60. Or you're hit 80, I think. I think you got hit 35 and then 50. I'm pretty sure you're hit 85 right now. You're 1 tap to anything. Their fucking sword could throw a burst from top left and kill you. Jump out, jump out, jump out. Yep, nice. W. In that case, I'm not even spending the time opening my map to and then hover over that beacon. You just X down A, because jumping from home to that beacon, there's 0 difference in that. There is like 5 seconds of swimming from that beacon to your home base. So don't spend the time doing that. I understand you've got beacons and it's like a fast jump out. I don't know if your dapple's built into their beacons, but you don't need to be jumping to the beacon where you can just X down A, right? You hold your down on the D-pad, you press X and A, and it's like an insta jump. I think Plant was the one that has pointed that tech out in the past. Yep, all good, whatever. I think we knew that their Luna was here. Yeah, we know the Luna's there. And once again, we're peeking the pen when we could have been using that balloon at the very least to use as cover. They have a hammer. Cool, 2 down. That's a 2v2 right now. Yep, just keep putting on that pressure with your team. One more, both dead. Cool. There's their pen. Top flat. Yes, yes, yes! This fucking block! Yes! Yes, that's how you do it! Yes, use that fucking block. That block is so good. And okay. At this point, the pen can't shoot you. There is no reason to be charging. You have like 3/4 of a charge left in your tank. Hold ZL for a bit, brother. You are so damaged. Their splash or their Luna could like drop down on you from that top block right there and just like one tap you across the map. Yeah. You wouldn't have died in one tap if you had spent the time to heal. We don't have stealth jump, we shouldn't be jumping in. The situation is not that dire that you need to be jumping in. Luna, back up. Wave right under you. Just to, yeah. All good, all good. GG's. Lots of time that you spent early game in the pen's sightlines. Lots of time that you didn't need to be out in the open. Lots of time that you could have spent the time healing. Your positioning is fine. In the future, though, I do want to see more of. Don't fight here. This is a really, really bad place for you to be because they can. They can just drop here, and then they can just do the squid roll down here. They can swim around, and they can come fuck you from behind while you're also getting held right here in this corner by the pen. You don't want to be fighting here. Back here is really good when their pen's here. Obviously, just like, you know, sitting underneath this for a bit is really good. If you're going to be fighting with your wiper or whoever that's poking, this ledge poking their plat here, this block is really, really good to use. The issue with fighting here is mostly just the giant concern of the huge flank route right behind you, and the absolute lack of cover as well. As a heavy, you have to spend a lot of time out of the ink. This guy loves it when you're out of the ink. He fucking loves it. It's his favorite activity, is watching you charge up right here in the open, because he's just like tap tap, and then you go and you die. So yeah, so general positioning, like, you know, there was a time that we were pressured by their Luna right here. I don't know if you saw him swim this way. I didn't in the replay even just now. And realistically, I would have, before fighting over here and dying to the Splatana that we died to, like right here or whatever, I would have totally just thrown my wave like right here, just to scout this whole area out, just push their Luna away. We want to be moving from here onto here and jumping across and maybe getting up here, and like up here is like our end game. Here or even up here, if we can like wait for the spinner to go all the way around to here to get us up onto their flat. Other than that, it's not like, I don't know, it's just lots of like general game sense awareness things, I think. Just like, especially when they've got a charger on the team, use cover a lot. And be cognizant of the kind of cover you're using, right? Like this, this block here, their pen can headshot you over. So I liked it a lot when you were standing right here. I didn't like it so much when we were standing right here, because their pen can headshot you. That's an easy pen shot. Let's move on to the next. Once again, it just seems like we're getting outpainted. I wouldn't have thrown that sprinkler. I would not have thrown that second sprinkler, because that's, what, 70% of your ink tank that just disappeared. You didn't need to throw that second sprinkler. You could have just moved. You could have just, you know, done a partial quarter charge and then sprayed the ground in front of you. At this point, we are one down and we see all four of them. And two of them are coming like directly towards us. At this point, we just leave. We back up. We go to our snipe. Yeah, I have no idea what your wiper was doing there. All good, all good. Okay. Giant positioning issue. Sorry, let me go back to my desktop view here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Move over, man. How the... we are on Barnacle and Dime, my favorite map in the game. Zones, set background. Okay. In a retake like this, for some reason, we are right here. They have a mini that's up here and has better paint than us. He's going to be looking at us and being like, ha, I can just outpaint you. Because he can outpaint you every day. And also, he's got a hammer right now. He has a hammer and you're right here. That's the easiest R press of his entire life. We could be fighting up here instead. When we're playing retake, we don't want to be taking this spot immediately, right? That's not where we want to be going right away. Where we want to be going is we want to be up here. And then we want to move to here. The issue with being right here is, you know, the giant fucking hammer this guy's got, but also you're very open. Your only piece of cover right now is this. And I understand we want to be moving here to try and, you know, like shoot them out of our area, but right now they have, I believe, 2 people on our whatever the fuck this thing is. We want to be up here and we want to be pressuring them so our team can take this space. Like your ceiling fan, your fucking decav can come take this space. He can do like this sweet little dash thing here, and then he can like hide on this wall, and then he can like do like some sweet jump tech and then fucking slap their mini in the face, and then he goes on to like Ludi Clips 55 compilation with like some epic fucking banger music, and then you're sitting here like supporting and painting for him and shit like that. You don't want to be taking this direct engagement like this. He has high ground advantage, he has a hammer, he has a burst bomb, he has way more fucking paint than you could ever hope to imagine. I would almost excuse it if we moved to here, but even then, my immediate thought is, in the retake, I'm playing top right. I'm not coming directly into their snipe, because then the thing is with that is they have a wiper now, don't they? No, they don't. They've got a blaster. And this blaster is gonna fucking love playing streets. This blaster right here is gonna love playing in our street. He's gonna love playing in our ramp, and he's gonna love just fucking poking you out of this position. And at that point, you're pushing down here, and you're pushing into, like, you know, their pen that might be here or whatever, and he's just gonna go pew, 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 and you're gonna get shot around this corner, and then you're gonna get tilted from that. Play here. This is such a good position. Their blaster kind of can't reach this, especially if you're back here and you're like ledge poking down here. You're more than three quarters. You're like 78% of the way to a fucking wave breaker. You're like 80% of the way to a wave breaker. You can just toss a wave down here and then just do the thing where you aim up and it goes and you fall off damage this blaster. And then you get put into Ludi Div compilation number 55 with some epic banging music. The issue with being down or being here is just all of these threats that love to sit in their street. Their decav can just right now, he can just come across, he can like diagonally charge up, dash kind of past this corner, and he can just, oopsies, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, how the fuck did I, that was cool. How did I manage to even do that? Whoa, why did it turn? Okay, well, whatever, that doesn't matter. Their decav can just kind of just like dash around this corner and just one tap you. There's just so much wrong with this position that this has less weaknesses. I think I just repeated the same point over and over, but it's important. Positioning is very important when you're backlining. Yep. Exactly what I said would happen. You just got fucked in the ass by the blaster, or right in the face, actually. You got skull fucked by their blaster. When you now have a wave. You could have gone top right, and you could have thrown that down into where ceiling fan died, and then ceiling fan might not have died. That's probably not true, but it at least would have displaced them out of pit there. The bubble has a weak point. The bubble has a big ass weak point. Shoot at the big ass weak point, please. All good. Lack of awareness there. Like we just weren't cognizant of the hammer or whatever. We were more focused on the bubble. Understandable, but hammer does have a noise. It goes ping whenever someone pulls it out, and then it goes when it's being, you know, thrown at you. So just gotta be more cognizant of that. And yeah, from this one on, we just get outpainted, I think. I mean, yeah, all good. It happens, right? So the thing with positioning up here is it allows your teammates to take the space, right? Because you have all of this control. Your reign of fucking terror is this right now. You have all of this space that you can just shoot down in and cover in your ink, right? You just gotta be more aware of positioning. Exactly what I said would happen with their blaster, and their blaster just coming and poking you out of this position. I called it, because that's just the weakness. Up here, this allows your decav or your wiper or even your dapples, for fuck's sake, to just come and like take this space while you're controlling up here, so they can clear out this pit, and then they can move onto the snipe, and then they can move forwards, and your dapples or your wiper can flank, or your mint can flank this way or whatever, right? Realistically, your mint wants to be up here to set up a bubble for you, and then you just go, wee, I love this space. But yeah, no, our positioning definitely could have been better. We dropped, I think, twice. Or not twice. The first time we came here, and then we shot over here for a little bit, tried to move their mini out of position, backed up this way, came up here, got one tap by the blaster, and then we immediately went and dropped here. What we could have done instead is we could have dropped this way, charged up here, or even charged up like on this block specifically, and because their mini had just pushed up here, and we could have, you know, we could have taken out their mini and then moved up, and then your decav can move up. And then your decav is the one that wants to okay, why is this not moving? Stop not moving. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. And then your decav can move forwards and take this space and kind of shove their blaster back a bit. And then you can, once this area is clear, you can move down and move on to your snipe. And then your decav will be up here fighting for you, right? So yeah, just big positioning thing. We want to be retaking from up here. This is a whole side of the, excuse me, whole side of the map that I feel that some people, especially in solo queue, don't realize fucking exists. Because you can just kind of bomb them out. You can sit up here. Your decav could have fucking sat up here and like thrown suctions at their mini that was sitting right here, right? Just got to be more cognizant of positioning stuff mostly. There was a couple of times, like the last game, that we just got poked out by their Luna or whatever that was sitting underneath the ledge. I noticed that's in your notes here. It's one of the first notes was the shouldn't have played near ledges against Luna / Stamper. Got greedy against Pen, definitely. You have to be aware. Like, you have a crosshair, but you have a really big crosshair. You don't need to look at your crosshair to hit opponents. You shouldn't be like, don't be dead zoning on your crosshair, right? When you're in passive charge or whatever, look at the top X a couple of times, look at your map, see if there's someone tagged on one of your flanks. When you're like actively in a fight, look at your crosshair, but when you're not, you can, you know, you can look at other things as well. Oh, I don't have my fucking thing. Oops. There we go. So in this position, right? Let's assume that I'm here and I see that guy. I'm not looking at my crosshair right now at all. I'm looking at the dummy over there. And I can see this guy up here. I can see this guy over here. And I don't need to look at my crosshair to know that I can hit this guy. So yeah, don't be like super focused on your crosshair and shit like that. I understand that on Barnacle you were very far forwards on your opening. We threw a sprinkler that took up literally all of the ink we had in our tank. We didn't need to. Lack of awareness on opposing specials, that big ass hammer. Yep. And also, you know, the fact bubble has a giant fucking weak point that we were shooting at the side of it instead of the top, even though we're at a higher angle than them, so it's easy to aim at the top. Other than that, you know, just gotta be aware of their Pen. Pen is evil and stupid and dumb. I hate Pen. Don't hesitate to reach out, DM me if you want to go over more specific pointers and stuff like that as well.